My name is Krysten Hall. I'm an associate professor of computer science at Arundel Community College. I am a program lead for the computer science transfer programs. Our computer science transfer programs consist of 3 CS courses with 1 elective and our 4 math classes. So the transfer program will start with CTP 115, which is an object-oriented analysis and design course. Then we will go into CS1, which is our computer science 1, taught in the Java language. In CTP 115, you are introduced to Java, and then in 150, the CS1 course, we continue with Java. Then in our CTP 250 class, which is our computer science 2 class, CS2, that's taught in C++, and brand new to students. Not always an easy transition, but we do just fine. We teach that in C++ for the transferability of it. Our biggest transfers, UMBC and Towson, really like our students coming in with some C++ experience. We also have our 4th CS class, which is an elective, totally your choice. We can go anywhere. You can go anywhere. You can choose a web development course. You can choose an iOS development course. You can choose an app development course. You can choose a cybersecurity course. You can choose Python. You could even choose another math class if you wanted to. On the math side, speaking of, we have 4 required math courses in our CS transfer. We start with Calc 1, then with Calc 2, linear algebra, and our discrete structures class. So that is a brief overview of what it looks like currently. Under computer science transfer, currently we have 2 tracks. We have computer science transfer, which is your typical software development track, where you'll take those 3 programming courses that I mentioned and the 4 math classes, and those 3 courses plus the math will help with the articulation or lead you directly into your 4-year school, UMBC or to Towson and Frostburg. Perfect transfers, easy transfers. We also have another track called the information systems transfer, and information systems, while it still has those programming courses, it has a little less on the math side. The only requirements for math in information systems transfer is business calculus, so Calc 1 light, if you will. On the information systems transfer, that's where you get some of your business courses in there, like accounting, economics, and we add that in for information systems. That degree articulates very nicely to UMBC in their information systems department. We do have a new degree coming online in fall of 2023, which is our data science transfer. UMGC Global Campus is already interested in articulating our students from that one, and we are looking at articulating data science transfer to UMBC into their undergrad data science program. So the traits and skills that we talk to our CS students about, we really encourage students to take a step back and not jump into code right away. We really encourage students to design their code first. We use a couple of design tools, starting in CTP 115 in our first course. We look at flowcharting just to get the logic of the program down. We also look at what's called a UML class diagram to design classes and features of your program and how they work together. So those are the things that we really need students to do, is to be able to take a step back from the code. I've been teaching a long time, so I know that students want to get in there and make things work. But we really need students to just think about how your program is going to run first and then jump into the code. It does take a little bit of design first. And we try to encourage students to do that. And we start in 115 and progress through. Same thing. Design first, code second. Design first, code second. What else do we need for students? We just need them to be able to think through the problem. Like, take your time, think through the problem. There is a way of talking through a problem, and it's called talk to the duck. I encourage my students to have something by their computer to talk through the logic of their program. Why isn't their program working? Why isn't it doing what they expect it to do? And if you look it up, if you research it, it says talk to the duck, and then people have a little rubber duck on their computer, and you talk it out with that little figure on your computer. It's a little silly, but it really does work. It really gets that student to think about the process and think about what's going on in the code. Why should you major in computer science? There are so many opportunities. People ask me, you know, what will draw me to computer science? Well, computer science really is just you wanting to solve problems, build systems that solve big problems. That's what computer science is, and that's why you study it. You want to solve a puzzle. You want to make a web app, right? You want to make a web app. You want to make an application for your phone. You want to make a web page. You want to. It's all out there. And if I look at, which I'm going to cheat just a little bit, so just give me a second. I'm looking at the Bureau of Labor Statistics, and I just looked it up, and currently it says that a typical entry level education for a computer or for a software developer is a bachelor's degree. And this says your max salary, everyone wants to know that, is $100,000 a year. Now, will you make that right out of the gate? Probably not, but still it's out there. And so you can make a really good salary doing software development, but it really is that internal desire to solve this problem. There's a problem out there. You want to solve it. You want to build a system that solves a problem.